Hello, and welcome to the Empowerography Podcast. This is a platform created for women's voices to be heard and a place to share their stories, journeys, and successes with the world for the purpose of helping other women who might be on similar journeys. We are empowering women one episode at a time. I'm your host, Brad Walsh, so kick back, grab one of your favorite beverages, and enjoy the stories. If you're looking for jewelry that makes an impact on your self-care routine and your style, Empowerography would love to offer you a discount code to one of our exclusive partners, Quartz and Canary Jewelry and Wellness Company. Please use code EMPOWER15 to receive 15% off upon checkout at www.quartzandcanary.com. Quartz and Canary is truly the place where spirituality meets style. Hello there, Brad Walsh here, your host of the Empowerography Podcast. Today, my guest is Kerry-Ann Ingram. She is a self-love and positive energy expert, as well as a certified Reiki master based right here in Toronto. How are you doing today, Kerry-Ann?
I'm well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to be part of the Empowerography community and be part of the podcast and sitting down to chat with me today. I appreciate that.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for even extending the offer.
It's my pleasure. So, as I mentioned, you're known as a self-love and positive energy expert, as well as a certified Reiki master, a keynote speaker, a coach, an educator, and an influencer. That's quite a bit. How and why have you deemed yourself a self-love and positive energy expert?
So, helping people and people, starting with myself, to heal through the tougher parts of life. Mm-hmm. And making sense of the challenges that I've gone through. So that made me laser focus on learning how to love myself and building tools, acquiring tools to apply to my life, to focus on how to be all about loving myself. Mm-hmm. So hence why I'm an expert now. I've learned so many things over the years that has helped me and helped so many other people, including my clients, mm-hmm. to put themselves first and start to authentically loving themselves. Okay. And feeling good about it. Yeah. So that's why. And my energy, when you meet me, that's one of the things that people really, really, are fixated on is my energy. Mm-hmm. And this is an energy that I was born with. This is not something that I learned how to do. I was just naturally this vibrant and happy person. Okay. So despite all my challenges, I have been able to maintain that.
Amazing. So in addition to all of the above mentioned things, you're also the founder of Key of Kai and the creator of KaiTV. How on earth do you have the time for all of these things? There are only 24 hours in a day.
Oh my God, Brad, if you can help, I don't know, Brad. I don't know. But seriously, so Key of Kai came about because I've been creating healing jewelry for a long time to help myself. Mm-hmm. I love jewelry. My educational background is I have a degree in business and marketing. So I've always been obsessed with fashion, mm-hmm. even before I got into it. So I decided to create pretty things that would help me feel better. Okay. And then people started to comment on them. Mm-hmm. And wanting them themselves. So I decided to turn it into a business. Okay. So it's like my passion, I took my passion project and turned it into a business. Yeah. So it's not something that consumes my time all the time. Right. I focus on making custom pieces. So mm-hmm. that is, by order. So I have things that are in my shop that are steady, but it doesn't consume my life. Okay. Key of Kai is a YouTube channel that I created to share my gifts and to share encouragement and upliftment and useful information to my audience. So yeah, I have a presence on YouTube, mm-hmm. and I'm not overly, have a scheduled upload every week,
Right.
that would probably kill me. I don't have that capacity. So when I'm inspired, I create and then I upload and then I leave it and then I allow YouTube to do its work, do its magic. Yeah.
Awesome. How did you come up with the names for the businesses?
So that's interesting. It's a great question. So for Key of Kai, it's a Japanese word that means energy. Okay. And Reiki is the universal energy. So the art of Reiki is utilizing the universal healing energy to heal yourself and others. Okay. So my jewelry are all healing jewelry. So I just named it the Energy of Kai. Okay. And Kai is my name. It's the abbreviation for my name, Kerry-Ann Ingram.
Right. Very clever. I like that.
Thank you.
What inspired you to create these businesses and do the work you do?
Wanting to be able to help others in any way that I can. So jewelry. Have people put on a really, really beautiful piece and to have them not feel it as, something that is a mechanical, you know what I mean? Like it's beauty. So they forget that it's a dual purpose. It's doing healing internal work while it looks great on them. Right. So that was the inspiration for that. And having a show online gets people to see me, meet me, because within the online world, it's all about the know, like, and trust factor. Yes. And it's very hard for people to get to know you outside of the physical confines. Right. So having a presence where they can actually somewhat get a feel of my energy, get a feel of what I'm about, actually get an experience healing session, so they know what they're signing up to, and feel the energy themselves just from sitting in front of their computer screen, watching a YouTube video and feeling the power of the energy from that. Then they can understand the power of this energy called Reiki, which it was, recoined by a Japanese Igumoto some years ago when he rediscovered it and redistributed it. But it's the universal healing energy that everybody has access to, right? Right. So yeah, it's really an incredible thing. So yeah, that's what inspired me to do that. And in terms of like my healing sessions where, people come to me, that I've always been that person. Maybe not, setting up a table and having somebody lie on it, but I've always been, even in any of my job capacities, as an employee, as a manager, I always had people come to me, drawn to me, tell me about their life struggles and just have me help them through it. So it's a calling of mine that I am so happy to be able to step into.
Okay. Why did you decide to focus your energy and passion on helping women heal and reclaim their freedom, self-worth, self-belief, and self-love? Did this journey begin with your own personal struggles?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Now, why did you decide to focus your energy on this, though?
Because I have such a deep understanding of why and how difficult life can be when you lack these because of the traumas you've experienced in life. And it has taken me, and I'm still working through this. This is, childhood trauma is one of those things that if you're not working on healing every day for the rest of your life, you're not going to be able to make a move, shift the energy, so to speak, within yourself, right. Because of how the brain is constructed. And over years and years of, really feeding the brain this idea that you are what you were taught or what you experience, and having to unlearn that takes a lot of practice and dedication. And as adults, we have other things coming at us with life and other demands. So it really takes a focused attention and dedication to really work through our traumas.
Right.
And so for me, knowing that the challenges, knowing how crucial it is to feel free, to feel loved, to feel worthy, and to believe in oneself and one's ability to live a wonderful, beautiful, God-given life, as a free sentient being that we are, I made it a mission to go out there and help women, and women in particular, because I am a woman. And
right.
I know firsthand what it feels like and how challenging it feels to navigate these waters. But I am not exclusive to women. I do have some male clients. Yeah.
Okay.
But my main focus, obviously, is women.
Right.
But I'm not going to be like, no, you're a man.
I'm not working with you.
Exactly.
Get away from me.
Exactly. Everybody goes through a vetting process, So, yeah.
Can you tell us or talk a little bit about your own personal journey and struggles?
No, oh my God, that's private. I'm just kidding. Sure. Oh my gosh, yes. So, I am a Jamaican woman. I was born in Jamaica. I came to Canada when I was 7 years old. A year before that, I met my mother for the first time after 10 months of, I knew her from 0 to 10 months, and then she left. And at 6 years old, I met her for the first time, and then moved to Canada at 7, a year later, to live with her. And it was the most challenging experience of my life because she was not ready for a child, and she was not capable of raising a child. So she was abusive. I cried every night. Like, it was horrible. And the home that I grew up in when I was a child was with my great grandmother and my grandpa, who were the two most loving beings on the planet.
Yeah.
So I have this amazing foundation that has helped me to deal with some of the challenges that I've been faced with based on my relationship, or lack thereof, with my mother, and the abuse that I experienced with her here. So from 7 to 16, my home environment was unbearable. Abuse, physical, emotional, verbal, sexual abuse, neglect, like everything. And at 14, I think it was, I was removed from by Children's Aid because it was so bad. And neighbors were like, you need to get her out of here. And then they sent me back, and, until I was 16. 16, I was like, I have to leave. I left at 16, met a woman that basically took me in as her own and helped me until I was 20. And yeah, from probably, I think my journey at 18, she gave me a book, Yala Van Zen's book. I can't even remember the title right now, but that book was incredible. It helped me to realize that I held the power within myself to change my circumstances based on my beliefs about what happened and what will happen to me, So it started to build a foundation that I started to read more, acquire more. Then the universe sent me more signs and more, using more information to help me along my healing, or start my healing journey. So yeah, that has been the path to my healing. Yeah.
How did you overcome your personal struggles? What was the breaking point for you where you just said, you know what, enough, I've got to focus on me and get better, get out of this and make myself better. I'm the only one who can help me.
Mm-hmm. I think that catalyst was just realizing that every time I gave myself over to somebody else's wishes, demands, and expectations, I always got hurt. Right. And I blame them in the past. How could they not? They should have. How, you know what I mean? Yeah. And not realizing that, no, you are the common denominator here.
Right.
What is it that you are expecting? Why do you keep putting yourself out in this situation, expecting others with their own traumatic experiences to give you what you can give yourself, basically. And then when I realized that, and I forget often myself, like I'm human, we fall back into habitual patterns. But the key is, with the tools you've acquired over the years, or I've acquired over the years, have helped me to realize that I'm falling backwards and to pull myself up and get back on track. And I'm able to do that now, literally with like a snap of a finger.
Amazing.
I could be like, and it's dedicated work. I meditate every day. I journal. I really focus my energy on positive content. So I will not watch negative news. I don't watch news at all. I won't be around negative people or negative circumstances. I don't consume negativity, because any form of negativity tarnish our brain, tarnish our mind.
Yeah.
And our brain starts to believe it as truth. It doesn't know the difference between actual physical, tangible reality and what we think of in our brain. So with that knowledge, I'm very, very aware of how I live outside of myself and inside myself.
Amazing. It's a constant journey. I mean, that journey never ends. It's daily work, right?
Yeah.
How have these experiences helped shape the Kerry-Ann you are today, do you think?
They've made me stronger, definitely.
Yeah.
Even, and they have also helped me to be able to relate to other people and their struggle.
Okay.
In such a meaningful way that when I share my advice and my insight, it's coming from this is what I did to get out of this situation, versus a removed stance where I'm like, this is what I think you should do based on a book that I read. I'm like, no, I read the book, but I applied it, and here's how it affected my life. So
I also lived it.
Right, exactly. Abuse and things along that line, it's devastating. It's devastating to the physical, mental, and emotional state of the human. However, when you're able, or any form of trauma, growing up in a war-torn country, oh my God, of course, like you walk away with extensive PTSD. But how do you take that? How do you turn your pain into your power?
Right.
That's what, a lot of people don't realize, is you're given situation and circumstances that feel icky.
You can swear. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you can swear. It's fine.
Okay. That feel, crappy. And then you internalize the crap and make it your own, instead of being like, all right, I was given shit. Okay, how am I going to make it good? How am I going to turn this into something that tastes like roses and yummy stuff? You know, we hold this power. We are powerful beings, each and every one of us. And that's another thing that I realized, to answer your previous question. I learned that the human we are made up of everything that is in the galaxy. That everything that makes up a star is in our body. We are micro universes within this universe, within a universe, within a universe. It, like, that to me is mind blowing.
It is, for
sure.
Know? Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Now, you're a big advocate of self-love and self-worth and women's empowerment. Can you speak a little bit about what those things mean to you on a personal level?
Yes. So self-love is always showing up for myself, doing things that would make me feel good and be able to look myself in the mirror. And, what else?
Self-worth and women's empowerment. You're all about these things. Why are you so passionate about these things, and what do they mean to you on a personal level?
Yeah. So self-love, self-worth, and empowerment helps us to take our power back. When we don't feel love, when we can't love ourselves, we can't love others properly. And hence why the world is in the chaos that it is in terms of people fighting against each other and people being so easily corrupted. Self-worth helps us to understand that We are worthy of being loved. We are worthy of good things. We are worthy of not being in situations that's going to break us and break us down. And for me, those things I learned over time because, as you know, I mentioned, coming from an extremely abusive home environment has you feeling like you are worthless, you're nothing, and especially when you are told that over and over again.
Yeah, you start to believe it.
Yeah, totally. And up till this day, I'll have, like I will be approached with an amazing opportunity, and I will question it and be like, am I worthy? Is that, is this real? And then I have to quickly shift myself and be, of course you are, Kerry-Ann. Look at the work that you've done.
That's right. And self-doubt always creeps in, right?
Yes. And this is why it's so important for people to do the work to be able to acquire self-love. Yeah. Again, to understand that you're worthy of all the beautiful things that is available to you on this planet. And I am about the empowerment of women to get them in line with these philosophies, because with women in particular, the challenge is even harder for us, because the blocks that are placed in front of women, and not to mention a Black woman, it's just a million times harder to jump over that hurdle. But yet we do it with a baby on our side, husband, all this stuff. We do it. We're still able to, but it's so much harder. So loving oneself and understanding that you're worthy despite anything and everything that is happening outside of you will make what is happening outside of you less potent to your, to the outcome of your belief. Yeah.
For sure. Now, seemingly in the media in the last couple of years, I would say, self-love, women's empowerment, body positivity seem to be buzzwords now. How big of a part do you think the media has played in this? And do you think it's taken it in that direction where it's not, these words don't hold the same power or same meaning as they truly should because of what the media has done in terms of watering it down, I guess, for lack of a better term? And what are your thoughts on the whole movement?
Totally. So I believe the media jumps on board with anything that is trending. Right. And the self-love movement came about when the media, print and television and, in the movies and all of that. Yeah. Would, what's the right word for this? But basically show women in the light that they felt the ideal woman's body should look like. Right. Face structure, size, hair, all that garbage, skin color. So we started to change that. And especially with social media, hashtag, self-love, and it's a real woman's body. And we started to make that a thing. And then the media realized that, this is very popular. Let's jump on board. Yay. But they still didn't fully jump on board. They didn't remove, as they should, more of the unrealistic images of women, the pumping and pushing of products that are not really helping the woman to love self. It's more or less teaching the woman to acquire these things to be loved by others, makeup, extension, eyelashes, like the whole gambit of things that are out there that are deemed as beauty products. But it's like, without these, you are beautiful, and you need to see yourself as beauty. You use them as, tools, addition, enhancement, like play, have fun. That's what this world is about. But don't use them because you don't love who you truly are. The acne all over the face. You don't love yourself for that. And you're trying to put a mask over it to hide it. When in fact you should be saying, oh my God, why am I breaking out? It goes deeper than that. Yeah. There's something inside of me that is not right. Yeah. What is it? Let me put my attention there and fix that. So this has always been my issue with the media. I'm jumping on board and using these buzzwords as, body positive,
Yeah.
Self-love. Truly, we as individuals need to learn for ourselves without relying on the media to educate us or empower us. We need to learn how to do that for ourselves. We need to see beauty within ourselves outside of these mediums.
Absolutely. What is your favorite or most inspiring part of your career?
Being able to hold space for women and allow them to just unload and then build themselves back up and learn that they hold the power within themselves. And when that light bulb goes off, it's so freaking amazing to watch and see. Like, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
People come to me and, they put me on a pedestal. You're a healer, you're going to heal me. But I'm like, I'm the catalyst.
Yeah.
You're coming to me because you don't believe that you have the same ability, which you do. We all do. So I'm here to facilitate a room to help you learn how to heal yourself, to self-heal, to self-love, so that's
you're providing the tools and they're doing the work.
Exactly.
What do you think your unique skill set or superpower is that's helped you become successful?
Oh my God, we're going to share my secret. Stop. I'm Superwoman. Duh. It's my intuitive ability to sit with a person and understand where they're coming from on a soul level. And my energy it will match that in a sense. I can read a person's depth and understand them deeper than they know.
Okay. What makes you feel inspired or like your best self?
Quiet time.
Quiet time is always good.
Yeah. But as somebody that works with giving her energy, I need a lot of time to replenish my energy.
For sure.
So I can
Absolutely.
Give more. So.
You have to, because then if you're not replenishing, you're no good to your clients.
Exactly.
What is one of the best pieces of advice you've ever received?
This too shall pass.
I love it.
Yeah, my favorite. Like that, I love, because when you're in a shit situation, it feels terrible. You're like, oh my God, why? Yeah. And then when you're able to focus on, it's gonna pass. This is not gonna last forever. You're gonna feel better. Remember, yesterday you felt good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you're able to, breathe and allow whatever you're going through to slip away, because it's not that important, and it will fall away tomorrow. It won't be the same heaviness tomorrow.
Oh, I love it. What would you say is one of the most important things you've learned in your life, and what was your life like before learning it, and what was your life like after learning it?
Oh man, I've learned so much. There isn't one thing that I can pinpoint and put my finger.
One of.
We're all powerful. We all are able to shape our lives based on what we think inside our minds. Yeah, so that awareness has helped me to be able to realize that my thought creates my things. So if my thoughts are out of alignment, then my physical life will be out of alignment.
Right.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's why.
What do you feel most grateful for in your life?
I am most grateful for so many things. Oh my goodness. My great-grandmother and my grandpa, her son, but my great-grandma, because up till this day, I will still pull on amazing words of encouragement. And I only lived with her from 0 to 7, right? But her words were so powerful, and they have really stamped a positive mark on my life forever. So I'm so grateful that I was blessed to spend my formative years with this amazing human being and to be influenced by her, because I believe who I am is a strong reflection of who she was. And I've been able to carry that forward in my life. And I feel so blessed that I've been able to do that. And she was my guardian and still is my guardian.
Amazing. How do you define success? What does that word mean to you, Kerry-Ann?
Success. So for me, it is not what the media and popular culture deem it as, the financial success or the material success. I see it as deeper than that. I feel that success stems from you being able to look yourself in the mirror and be proud of how you have lived your life up to this moment. How have you treated people? How do people treat you? If you were to die today, what would people say about you? What is the legacy that you would leave behind? That is success to me, because the material crap, they go away, people take them, you know what I mean? They will rot, they will decompose, what's the word I'm looking for? They'll decompose.
Yes.
But how you treat someone and how somebody treats you really, really is a reflection of how you have lived your life and the energy that you're putting out into the world, because energy is it's reciprocal. It recycles itself. So if you're putting out good energy and you're impacting the world in a positive way, the world will impact you back. So and then when you pass, that's the legacy that will be left. Mm-hmm. Either negativity or positivity, a definition of. Yeah. So that's my version of success. Okay. So it's the energy or the impact that I leave on the world.
Okay. What does the word empowerment mean to you?
Empowerment. Holding a safe space while being a really, really powerful and authentic cheerleader to whoever I'm holding that space for.
Love that. Can you share a situation that's occurred in your life that you feel provides insight as to your character, who Kerry-Ann is?
How I show up in my practice, how, I holding space again for the people in my life, whether it's really close family and friends or clients. I am really, really bent set on being an authentic vessel at all times. And that may not be that I am toting what people want to hear all the time.
Right.
But I am going to tell you the truth in how I see it if you ask me. Right. And if you are being inauthentically out of alignment, I will bring that to the forefront.
I'll call you on your shit, in other words.
Yeah, totally. Yes, exactly.
Just say it like it is, Kerry-Ann. It's
okay.
Okay.
All right, okay. I'm going to call you on your shit.
I love it.
I'm going to call you out.
Awesome.
And just so that you could see how you play a role, So to answer that question more cohesively, I would say I am a truth speaker in all the aspects. So you may not like what I have to say, but I'm going to speak the truth anyway. Regardless. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm known for.
All right. Well, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. What would you say is your personal motto?
Like this, the statement or the quote that I dropped earlier. This too shall pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were writing your autobiography, what would the title be?
The life and journey of Kai.
All right. I love it. If you could set up a billboard anywhere, where would you put it and what would it say?
So if I could set up a billboard anywhere, I would put it in front of a busy playground.
Okay.
So kids frequent playgrounds. And on it, I would write, never forget this. You are smart, you are brilliant, and you're beautiful. Do not allow anyone to tell you otherwise.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the most recent investment you've made in yourself?
I bought some herbs for immune system booster. Yeah.
Okay.
All about the health over here. Plant-based life. Yes.
Okay, I got a few. We're gonna do a little rapid fire questions. So
Okay.
one or two word, 3-word answers kind of things, okay?
Okay.
Early bird or night owl?
Both, but I'll choose night.
How would you describe yourself in one word?
Resilient.
If I had an extra hour a day, I would.
Oh, get more sleep.
My favorite way to unwind is.
Documentary.
Entrepreneur life is.
Hard.
If you had a theme song that played every time you walked into a room, what would that song be?
Dun-dun-dun! The Rocky theme song.
Beautiful. If you came with a warning label, what would yours say?
Handle with care.
If you could teach the world one thing, what would it be?
Compassion.
Okay, Kerry-Ann, if you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that piece of advice be?
If I could give little Kerry-Ann this brilliant advice would be, sweetie, it's hard, it's challenging, it hurts like hell right now, but trust me, this too shall pass.
There it is again.
Yeah.
Truly is
so fitting,
ingrained
though,
in your
right?
life.
It is. It really is. It really is. I live by that. Because it does pass. It does pass.
Lastly, Kerry-Ann, if you were to deliver your last 30-second speech to the world, what do you think that last 30 seconds would sound like?
Never compromise who you are to please anyone.
Okay. Very brilliant. I love it. Kerry-Ann, thank you so much for taking the time to be here today and, again, be part of the Empowerography community and be a guest here with me and share a bit about your insights and your personal journey and struggles you've been through. I appreciate you taking the time, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I really, really am so grateful. And I'm, so honored that I got to be a part of this. So thank you.
Well, the honor is truly all mine. I mean, without women like yourself, this podcast doesn't exist. So I shoot the honor back to you. It is absolutely my honor, and it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you and having you here on the show today. Once again, my name is Brad Walsh, host of your Empowerography Podcast. Today, my guest has been Kerry-Ann Ingram. She is a self-love and positive energy expert, as well as a certified Reiki master based right here in Toronto. Thank you, Kerry-Ann. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day.
You too.
Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends. You can find me at visuphoria.ca and follow me on Instagram at Empowerography Podcast and on Facebook at Empowerography. Please join me next time for another inspirational story from yet another amazing woman.